NBC 15 News at 11 starts now.
Now at 11, as more information about the Orlando massacre is revealed, the country comes to grips with what's being called a terror attack. Plus, a baby in Iowa dies after being left in a hot car. And a look at how tech can help keep patients away from the doctor's office but still get them the help they need. Our big story leads this newscast. Reaction to the largest mass shooting in U.S. history is coming from the highest levels of government. Good afternoon. I'm Christine Belport. Amy has the day off. Congressional leaders quickly condemned the attack in the Orlando nightclub. The president called it an act of terror and hate. NBC News correspondent Edward Lawrence joins us from Washington with that side of the story.
Waking up this morning, flags on all federal buildings will be at half-staff to honor the victims of the Orlando mass shooting. 50 people died and another 53 injured. The president was briefed immediately.
The place where they were attacked is more than a nightclub. It is a place of solidarity and empowerment.
Senator Bernie Sanders added,
ISIS must be destroyed, and that we have got to do everything humanly possible to prevent these types of tragedies.
Donald Trump took credit for his radical Islam claims in a tweet, calling for more toughness and vigilance, then defended it.
If you don't discuss it and describe it properly, you're never going to solve the problem.
Hillary Clinton on the Today Show.
We have to defeat radical jihadist terrorism, and we will. And to me, radical jihadism, radical Islamism, I think they mean the same thing.
Vigils were held in cities like Austin, Texas, and Indianapolis, and countries like Brazil for the victims of Omar Mateen's terror.
Oh, say, can you see?
In Washington, the Gay Men's Choir sang the national anthem on the steps of the U.S. Capitol, and people gathered at the White House. Edward Lawrence, NBC News, Washington.
Now, a little later in this newscast, we'll bring you the story of several police officers who are being called heroes from that terrible morning. And the impact of the massacre was felt up here as well. Pride Fest Milwaukee stepped up security yesterday in response to what happened. Organizers had metal detectors at the admission gates and increased security staffing across all areas. No incidents were reported. And still, more fallout from the attack. Hillary Clinton and President Obama have postponed their joint appearance up in Green Bay to support her presidential campaign. Clinton's campaign said the event will be rescheduled. And now it's time to get a quick check of the weather. We are talking about the possibility of some rain later today, Charlie.
That's what it looks like, and some spots north of here are already picking up some rain. There was a brief shower that moved through the Janesville and Beloit area just a little earlier. You can see that showing up on radar. These are going to head out, the ones to the south of Madison. The showers to the north affecting parts of Juneau, Adams, Marquette County. Some of that will move into Green Lake County. The La Crosse area has had some rain. We're going to look for more development of showers and possibly a few thunderstorms to the southwest of here over parts of northeastern Iowa. Those will move into southwestern Wisconsin for this afternoon and then move across the rest of the state during the evening hours. So it does look like we will see at least some wet weather around here. It's just a matter of when, and later in the day the chances do increase. I'll have that forecast for you, and we'll look ahead through the remainder of the week, and we'll do it all in about 10 minutes.
Very good, Charlie. Thank you. A wave of thunderstorms rolled through southeastern Minnesota this weekend, damaging homes and businesses and knocking out power to thousands. Small towns north of Rochester got hit particularly hard. One dairy farmer alone lost 3 buildings, including a garage and a building for his calves. One calf died. The storms knocked down numerous trees and power lines, leaving some 4,000 homes and businesses without power Friday night.
In this garage, there was a gal in here doing some work for us, some analytical work on our feedstuffs for the dairy herd, and she was in here, and luckily this is totally laying on a pile, and she was laying under this debris unscathed as far as I've heard.
Oh, goodness. The storm also reportedly damaged homes across state lines in Eau Claire, where wind gusts were measured at 75 miles an hour. Well, you hope this is the year that we don't have to report stories like this, but it does happen. A baby left in a hot car in Iowa has died. Des Moines police say 35-year-old Lance Williams left his 6-month-old son, Therese, alone inside a car Saturday in the parking lot of this barber shop he owns. Investigators are not sure how long Therese was alone, but say it was some amount of time until Williams went back to the car and found his son, who died at the hospital. Temperatures outside reached 91 degrees that day. In our continuing coverage now, jury selection starts today in the trial of a man accused of killing an 18-year-old Wisconsin woman back in 1990. 62-year-old Dennis Brantner is charged with first-degree murder in the death of Barrett Beck. Beck was traveling to Appleton for a seminar when she disappeared. Her van was found a few days later in a Fond du Lac parking lot, but her body was not found until more than a month later in a ditch. Authorities who re-examined the cold case said they matched fingerprints on evidence recovered from Beck's van to Brantner. Salaries for prison staff in Wisconsin have gone down almost 13%. The Bureau of Labor Statistics said the state's correctional officers and guards earned an average inflation-adjusted salary of $41,770 last year. And that is a drop of more than $6,000 compared with what they made 6 years before. Prisons across the state have been facing problems with staff shortages and filling vacant positions. The Wisconsin Department of Corrections said more than 500 correctional officer and sergeant jobs are open. In your health now, skyrocketing healthcare costs affect us all. A Missouri health center has created a new virtual healthcare program that focuses on patients whose care often costs the most. The objective? To keep patients out of the doctor's office or out of the hospital, healthy and at home. Sonia Potter has details.
Hello.
Good morning, Jim. This is Megan.
At 74, Jim Hovelman is getting the kind of health care he never dreamed possible.
In the beginning, I was very skeptical. You know, what are they going to do for me?
Jim, who suffers from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, lives more than 70 miles from the nurses and physicians at Mercy's Virtual Care Center.
How are you feeling this morning?
Pretty good.
He's part of a program where patients communicate via iPad, removing barriers to care like location and transportation. Dr. Gavin Hilton heads it up.
It's difficult for him to get out of the home, so we bring the care to him.
Each day, patients check their vital signs and answer questions about how they're feeling.
24/7, I can call that number and I've got somebody helping me.
We get to know his family, and we build a program specific to him that's ever evolving.
Video visits are scheduled 1 to 3 times a week.
Many times we know when something's happening with Jim before he even knows it.
Dr. Hilton called me on a Sunday night at 9:30, and he put me on a prednisone that night. And by next morning, I was coming out of it again.
Sparing Jim an expensive hospital stay.
And I haven't regretted it, not 1 minute. And neither has my wife. This has relieved the pressure on her also.
The program targets the sickest 5% of chronically ill patients.
And then you have to...
They're responsible for approximately 50% of the healthcare spend. So that impacts all of us. That impacts all of healthcare.
Dr. Hilton says providing continuous care for these patients is a win-win.
It's keeping me out of the hospital. It's keeping me out of the doctor's office. It's made things a lot easier.
Enjoy this pretty weather.
I will.
And that was Sonia Potter reporting.